was asked in the group earlier, then I told, I most likely Roy has asked, I don't really remember, but someone of you have asked that question that when I was mentioning about the superconscious mind and how subconscious, patterns comes and all those things. So some question came that what is, can you explain exactly what is their role and how they play? So then I promised that there'll be one session, learning session, only on the layers of mind to understand that what they mean and how they work, how they are related, and to have a better understanding of the thing we explained earlier about subconscious mind and the superconscious, etc. So I just wanted to start with a very basic understanding. I'm not saying this is all. Each is a big subject of research. So scientists are still doing research, but I will give you the basic understanding so that you can approach is clear. Conscious mind, like where we can hold our thoughts, we do the planning, we taking any activity, active work we do. That is operated by the conscious mind. Conscious mind is needed to operate in this three-dimensional world, in the practical world. Whatever we are going to do and take any action, we need that conscious mind where the thoughts are there, and as the thoughts are there, so as everything associated with the thought. So that's why the conscious mind is also known as thought mind, where the thought comes and goes. And these are the thoughts, when implemented, becomes our action. So you can say the thoughts are the starting point of the action in the mind level. So in that sense, it is reflection of our ego. What we call ego, it is a reflection of that. Conscious mind is a operating platform of our ego. Ego is our individualistic identity, what we need to operate in this world. Like mind, body, intellect, that package. Out of this mind, body, intellect, that mind part is the conscious mind. When ego, it is mentioned mind, body, intellect. So that mind, they are actually referring to the conscious mind. So I'm not going to detail, everybody knows. Whatever you refer, normal people as a refer, mind, these are basically conscious mind. What we use in awake state, when you are awake, when we are not sleeping. The way mind works, you get that, impressions and, have some ideas and things like, all are your conscious mind things. I'm not going into detail, all of this, no need further explanation. Now I'm coming to, okay, now just to give an idea, suppose there is a pyramid, the top block of the pyramid, you can say this is a conscious mind, the top, what is called the three-dimensional geometry, some four-sided pyramid type of shape. Anyway, some four-sided prism, something, anyway. So say that is our conscious mind. Now, if that is a one block, then next layer of, say, 95 blocks, means next 2-3 layers of the pyramid, which having multiple number of block, that stones, will represent subconscious mind. Means the percentage wise, it is 5%, 95%. Most of the subconscious mind, it is not come to the surface, because that's why it is not known as subconscious, like it is underneath. some of the masters, like our Guruji Prem Nirmalji explained that as a tip of the iceberg, means whatever you see on the top of the water level, that is conscious mind. What is the below, that is subconscious mind. You can think it that way. Come back to this analogy later on. So let me say the percentage wise, this is what it does, and things later on.
So, Rajdeep?
Yes.
Did you mean
Yes,
the tetrahedron?
Yes, that's right. I was just looking for that, what is called in three-dimensional geometry. Yes, you are right. Yeah. Now, so what is the function of subconscious mind? We are, I will come back to the flip side of it later on. First, let us understand what is the usefulness, why it was created. First, conscious mind was created to operate in this world. To think, to plan, to act, you need that conscious mind. There is a different aspect on the spirituality point of view. I'll come back later. And the subconscious mind was created to create the balance in our body. Whatever we do, that balance with the body with multiple activities, that is attributed to the subconscious mind. I mean, how the heart will pump, how the blood will circulate, we don't consciously decide all those things. It is automatically running. So it has got a big responsibility to create a balance in the body so that we can function. Lot of skills we develop, we have to give it to subconscious mind so that we consciously need not to put effort all the time. Like cycling, swimming, driving. We can drive, even talking and, chit-chatting with someone, because the actual driving part has been given to the subconscious. If somebody comes in front of the car, automatically the leg will go to the brake. Who is deciding? That time I'm talking. Because that time the subconscious mind is working. Any skill can be developed and given to subconscious, so then it becomes automatic. It looks like it is automatically coming. It is not automatically coming. You learned it and give it to subconscious. Then as and when needed, you are bringing it from the automatically downloaded. That you can say, because you are not consciously deciding when that has to come. Then it comes. When whatever skill you learn, it goes to the subconscious. You don't store them in the conscious mind all the time. Some musicians, they don't store all the notes in their brain. They sit in that, the organ, and the fingers automatically move. They don't think, okay, after that, the C note, then let us come to D sharp. No. If the finger automatically, so who is moving this finger? The subconscious mind is running those fingers, because this skill they have already developed. They put it into the subconscious mind. So in other words, you can say it is a database of mind. It is a storage facility of the mind. Whatever you have learned, skills, it will go there. And as and when needed, it gets downloaded. That is why all our experiences are also stored, even if you've forgotten. Childhood experiences, all are stored there. Time to time it can pop up, but that is come to conscious mind, but not all the time you're thinking everything. Suddenly something will click. From where that is coming? It is coming from your subconscious mind. Big part of our dream is coming from our subconscious mind. Many are contacting me. I have saw this kind of dream, what message it is giving. So I'm just telling them, first thing I tell them, whatever you saw, it is nowhere else but coming from your own subconscious mind. There may be some fear, there may be some apprehensions, or there may be some bad experiences. They come in illogical fashion. Like I can see my child is meeting with my grandfather in my dream, who might have expired when I was in class 10th. Forget about my children to see them. But they can meet in my dream. That's what I'm saying, that it doesn't follow logic. It's not logical. Logically, my grandfather cannot meet my Turiya, time-wise, time frame-wise. But in my dream, they can. So from where? What is the common platform here? Common platform is my subconscious mind, nowhere else. And that's why it doesn't follow the logic. And exactly the same reason, I normally advise you, don't give too much of importance in your dreams. Okay, just look at the dream, enjoy and finish it off. Don't carry on what was the thing, because it is illogical. It is coming from your subconscious. It's projection, some kind of projection of your own fear or if your own apprehension, that is not necessarily having any spiritual implications. As I'm giving guidance from the spiritual point of view, that's why I'm saying that it is not important, but it has got a role. There are the analysts, they analyze dream and tell you your mental state or your psychological state from your dreams. Okay, that is a different issue. I'm not here to guide you on the psychological matter and give you some report. I'm just helping you to go towards walk the path of spirituality. That's why I say keep it aside, because this will become interference. You will be misled. Okay, you may be thinking, I will come back to you, Manika. You may be thinking that, okay, you are getting some kind of blessings in your dreams, and you will be misguided, because that may come from your subconscious. If you need to get that blessing, you need to experience that during your meditative state, not in the sleeping state. There are some higher level where everything merges. Even the dreams become divine. I'm not talking about that state. I'm not talking exceptions, because I'm trying to help you to reduce the clutter and move forward. Everything has a exception. It is also possible in the dream somebody came and give some messages. It's possible. But I'm saying don't assume it will happen in your case. I'm just wanted to reduce that kind of misunderstanding so that you can walk fastest way, you reach there. Once you reach there, you will understand everything. Then it will not be an issue. You don't need any guidance or lecture from anyone. You know that. Yes, Monica.
And RPA, sometimes when the dreams come true, like not once, random dreams, and it just comes true in future, like as the life goes on, and then when something comes true, and then we realize that this happened in dreams. So then how come our subconscious mind tell us what is going to happen 2 years after, or what is going to happen in future? So how can we relate that with what you're saying?
Okay, good question. See, what happens is, because it is in our subconscious, it gets implemented through us. Okay, suppose I wanted to buy a house. I have some desire that I need that house. It comes in my dream. I only make it implemented, because in the background it is always telling I need to buy a house, I need to buy a house, and look for a house and work for a house, take the loan, and all this kind of thing. I only make it happen. Okay, it is me who implements that kind of subconscious thing which comes in the dream earlier. So that's what you see, whatever you saw sometime in the dream is being coming into implementation because you only did it. That thing happened.
No, in different contexts, like what if something comes true in other people's life? Like in our own life, I understand, but sometimes you just saw a dream and it just happens.
Okay, okay, no, fine. Then you hold. Let me finish this point. Then you will understand. Okay. Right. So in the subconscious mind, it also it gives, it works like a magnet. Like whatever my vibrations, similar vibration I attract. Because of this subconscious patterns, individualistically, we have some kind of vibration. So we attract other things which is having the same vibration. That's why it is called a magnet. Okay. So this is quite, means whatever my belief system, what is resonate, somebody else's belief system resonate with me, they get attracted because of this kind of vibration. Okay, this is one part. Or it can also have some power to receive some information from the higher dimension. That is also possible. It can also receive some kind of radar which is otherwise not possible to reach. So they use this conduit to reach it to that. Through subconscious, it ultimately goes into the conscious mind. So it works as a, what you can say, the telephone, the mobile towers, no? They transfer the signal, they don't interfere into that. The tower doesn't add few things. How are you? Are you okay? Okay, now you transfer the signal. They don't do that, but just simply pass on. So subconscious mind also pass on these two. This information if coming from our consciousness, it goes into our mind through the subconscious. It has to travel. Now, what Monica's question, it is coming from the previous point what I just explained. It by not synchronicity, the resonance, it attracts the similar kind of frequency. So that's why and same way you can communicate also. It automatically signal goes, the vibe goes. And that's why you see it is affecting or something happening with other things, what you are vibrating to that kind of thing. Also, it have another thing like which bypasses conscious mind. Something in case of some emergencies, it bypass conscious mind and you take action, which is coming from your own subconscious. That earlier I was giving explanation that you were walking on the street and you saw that there is a bus coming and one lady pushing that pram with a child inside. Somehow the lady toppled and the pram is moving in front of the bus. So you will quickly jump and take the baby out of the pram and jump it out from the bus. It will happen instantly. Or somebody is drowning, you jump and save that somebody. You don't think who is this person and all this kind of thing. It happens automatically. So in this period, in the emergencies, who is giving you the guidance that what to do? This is also coming from your subconscious, which is a reflex action, we call it. Automatically you do something without thinking. Okay, these are the kind of things, the elements of our subconscious mind. So this is how it plays out. But primary, it is normally mostly used as a database or reservoir or the library of all our experiences stored there. All our skills, whatever we learned. Maybe in the childhood, I have learned painting. Maybe last 30 years, I didn't paint anything. But if I sit down now, something will come. It will not be scratched. From where this is coming, because it is stored in the subconscious. It will be downloaded and it will be maybe 1 or 2 days practice, then I'll be able to paint because I have already learned it. Somebody learned to play guitar, but maybe not played for last 25 years. If you get him a guitar and he may play something, maybe little bit few trial and error, but he will be able to do it because the skill is already there. Okay, so this is how the subconscious mind works. Now I will go into okay, now before I go into the superconscious, what is unconscious? Okay, unconscious is below the superconscious mind, which is not accessed so far by any of these two minds. Never the skill reaches there, nor your things reaches there. So you can say, I was giving example of a pyramid. No? So one top block that Nemoset tetrahedron, that one is on the top, and then rest of maybe 95 number of blocks, means next few layers, 4-5 layers on the top rock layers is the subconscious mind, and the rest of the pyramid, which is having huge volume. Volume wise, it will be huge. So volume wise, maybe 5%, 95% or between these two. But other than that, more than multiple times of that will be the base of the pyramid and further layers of the pyramid where the top of the pyramid is sitting. That is unconscious mind, which is not explored yet. And the master says that is field of all possibilities. That area, they don't want to use the unconscious word. In spirituality, nothing is unconscious. Okay. It is a matter of accessed or not accessed so far. Okay. So they call it field of all possibilities, not unconscious mind. And it is they say it is infinite, means if there will, there is no such thing like bottomless pyramid. Okay, so if you just, I'm giving you an idea so that you can get from where it is coming. So this unconscious mind, when it occurs, I have already explained the state of mind. No, remember, today I'm explaining layers of mind, not states of mind. Okay. I'm just giving one small, going back to the state of mind here. So when the unconscious mind occurs during sleep, when you are not even dreaming. This is called susupta avastha, susupti, deep sleep, where even you don't dream, because dream is operated by subconscious mind. Anything is being played is coming from your subconscious, but at one point, and that time medically they say rapid eye movement, REM happens. If you video record somebody sleeping, you will see some state a rapid eye movement happen. That time that person is dreaming. One point of time that rapid eye movement stops. That time the person don't even dream. They don't remember anything. Everybody, all of us go through that state every time we sleep, every night. Means if somebody is sleeping on the day, in the day also. It's not only happens in night, it can happen in the day also, anytime you sleep. So what I mean to say, some part of the sleep become unconscious. You don't even remember anything, not even dream. That time your unconscious mind is in play. Okay, just I'm giving you that so that, because I don't have any other example, because it is unconscious. How can I give example? How can I give example of darkness? It is just an absence of light. Okay, but the masters say, don't say darkness, say it is possibilities of getting into light. Okay, because these are the areas which are possible to be lightened up. Okay, this is, I'm just giving understanding, the spiritual understanding of that. But all common purposes, this is unconscious. So far, not yet explored. Say some planet, not yet explored. Okay, we should not say that nothing exists there. We don't know. The planet of Jupiter, what is there? Who stays there? At all, anybody stays there? How it works there? Is there any animal or don't animal? We don't know. What are the entities they stay? They're not maybe living, but there may be some entities we don't know. It's never explored. On the ground, I mean, not on the sky. Means if somebody sees Earth from the other planet, will they know what are the things are there on the Earth? They will never. How many countries and what is the culture, and you need a visa to travel and all, they will not know. Correct? They will see some sea and land and that's it. That is why I'm saying that something unconscious or undiscovered, that does not mean they don't have anything. And that is the same, just conceptually I'm giving, that is your unconscious mind. And that is why masters, they say, this is field of all possibilities. Anything is possible in that zone. Okay, so this is about conscious, subconscious, and unconscious mind. Explanation. I will stop here before going to superconscious mind. If you have any question in this, please raise, unmute and ask.
Sir, I had a question.
Yes, Vidya.
Does the subconscious mind include previous life experiences as well? Because in my case, somehow from childhood, I am attracted to those old songs like 1970s or something when I was not even born.
Yes. The answer is yes. Okay, because this gets connected with the fifth body. Actually, it is not stored in a subconscious, but subconscious has an access to that. You know, we have the 7-body system we have learned. So these type of informations are stored in our knowledge body, 4th body, and then karmic body, 5th body. Okay, they get connected with the subconscious. So even they get downloaded, and it is there in our subconscious, because subconscious is a huge, vast reservoir of all information, including past parts. And that is why during hypnosis, you will be able to access that. If somebody is hypnotized, then even past birth information, they get it by this way. Okay, those experiences are also stored. It's a huge database spanning over lifetimes. Okay, so it is correct. So if you have a skill past life, but it may or may not come because you are not consciously choosing it. During meditation, you can consciously choose. You can go access and consciously bring the book out. But in the subconscious, when it comes like a jumbled up package. That's what I was telling. In the dream state, you get all illogical things coming together. It may come, but you are not sure exactly from which lifetime and where it is coming. The source of that, because it is dumped into a big pool. It is mixed up with many things. But answer is yes. It is possible to get that. Your past life skills and experiences you can discover in your subconscious mind. Okay, that is possible. That is answer is yes.
Guruji, I have a question. Sorry.
Okay, first Sulabha, go ahead. Then Monali, I'll come to you.
Yes, Guruji. So when we talk about intuition, and we sometimes have like intuitive, which it's not, you feel it's not a dream, it's more than that, like a vision or something. Where are we accessing that from, Guruji?
No, intuitive voice is your voice of your higher self or soul. Those are not coming from your subconscious.
How do we know the difference? For example, when I have such visions or something, I feel it's a dream. I don't know the difference between the dream and a vision.
Yeah.
How do I find out the difference, Guruji?
Yeah, no, that I will explain you when the state of mind. Okay, the 4 states of mind. Okay, in fundamentally just one line, if I have to give, if something you are receiving during dreaming, okay, that is not your intuitive voice. If you are receiving something during meditation, that is your intuitive voice. Okay, just giving them simple, okay, in one line, but it is not that easy. There are exceptions possible, but just for the time being, take it as that. If you are, means you should not be sleeping, your brain should be conscious and active. Okay, while receiving intuitive messages. Okay, in the dream, your active mind is sleeping, active body is
Right.
sleeping. That time, whatever comes, it comes from your subconscious. Okay, so that is a clear thing to take. If you receive that voice, if you say hear inner voice while meditating, or not meditating, just relaxing, may not be meditating, just relaxing, something came in you, that is your intuitive voice. Okay, and another aspect I'm telling you, if it is your intuitive voice, then suppose it is not clear, you can pray, I could not get it, can you get me the clear message? It will again come to you. In the dream, you cannot repeat. Okay, it will not come. Something came, gone, something else will come.
All right.
Okay, because these are all jumbled up. So this is just a one pointer. But as I said, it is a big subject. It's not that easy, but it can at least help you to distinguish between that. So my advice is whatever you receive during the dream, just discard it.
Okay.
All right. Yes, Monali, go ahead.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam.
Guruji, I had a dream 7 or 8 years before of Anandamoyi Ma. Before that, I was not very much aware of Anandamoyi Ma, but I knew about her. And when I saw the dream that me and my husband went to her ashram and she was looking at us very nicely. And within 2 days, in the midnight, the ceiling fan came upon me. But the ceiling fan didn't touch my head, it just touched my hand and fell in the ground. So what you call it, that I got the blessings from Anandamoyi Ma, that it could have been very fatal accident. But just before 2 days, I had this dream. And during before my husband's cerebral attack, before 1 week, I saw a dream that someone has given me a gopal, the gopal. And I was that he gave it to me, that you pray to Gopal. And within 1 week, my husband had this cerebral attack. So how I get this kind of dreams? These are not in my subconscious mind that this accident is going to happen or something bad is coming to happen. It happens to me.
Okay. We have got a lot of things here, what you just told. Let me give you my advice. Okay. First is what you have about Anandamayi Ma and mate and all. I'm not going to comment anything on that. Okay, because as a policy, I don't comment on any other master and how they operate. Okay, I'm not saying yes, I'm not saying no. Whether she can call you during dreams or not, I don't know. Okay, it's possible, and she can send you message, and you can. I don't know. Okay, I'm not going to comment on that. Okay. Now your dream and the accident, or what you faced, the linking is done by your conscious mind.
Okay.
I don't see any link here. Okay, time-wise, maybe you dreamed something and something else happened, but there is no link here. Okay, saying so, whether you can foresee any accident coming, the answer is yes. Because just I explained that you get the vibe. If something is going to happen, okay, your vibration changes. That's why we attract the accidents and mishaps in our life. The feeling comes earlier than that.
Okay.
Somebody says, I'm feeling something, something bad will happen. They can feel that because our subconscious catches that vibration earlier than actual incident happens.
Okay.
Okay, so that vibe you may get it, and your dream may change because of that.
Okay.
Okay, but what you dreamed and what happened, that may not have direct correlation. Okay, falling off the ceiling fan, it can be just a random event, but and what you saw in the dream, that's not, I don't see any direct correlation there. Okay.
So,
But you thought so, this may be linked with that, but that may not be true.
no, I thought that way, that Ananda Mahima blessed me, so I mean, nothing fatal happened to me. I
No,
thought
that
so,
part
like
I'm not
that.
going to comment whether she actually protected you or not. I have no idea. To be honest, I
Okay.
don't know. Okay. And I will not comment on that also. That whether she protected or some other master protected you, I don't know. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Rajdeep, I don't want to bring the science into this, but I had as you know, I had a sleep analysis done last year, and I use a sleep apnea machine almost every day. So during this, and when they analyzed my sleep, they said how many, during the sleeping process, you go to a facility, they do a brain mapping, and they tell you how long you slept. So this is what I've been explained scientifically by a number of people, including the doctors, that
Yeah.
not all part, and it goes in line with the way the computer systems also work. When you sleep, not all part of your brain is sleeping, right? Because there are
Yes.
interrupts, signals from different organs which the brain is supposed to. So a part of the brain is always active to receive those signals. So all of a sudden, say your heart sends a signal something is wrong, you have to wake up. Or you felt something to your sense organs. Those core part of the brain is. But what I was explaining, that during the time of the sleep, depending on the level of the oxygen in your brain that's been fed, some parts of the brain wakes up, and then this thinks that you're no longer asleep. That's why they access those, like you're talking about, the fragmented memories which are in the subconscious mind. They don't have any correlation, so these memories are stored in random orders. They try to correlate with each other, because that's the idle cycle of the brain. Is that the spiritual understanding relates to that, or?
No, spiritual understanding is completely different. Okay, so far as scientific thing is concerned, brain never sleeps. Okay. Body sleeps, not the brain.
Okay.
Only how we use it, that depends. When it is used, when we are using it actively and we are not using it actively. Okay. So in that sense, the brain cell doesn't wake up and collect some information and give it. It's not that. It is how it plays out. It may be following some other logic, but we don't understand. Let me put it in this way. Okay. So dream has its own logic. As we don't understand, it will be, because let me put it in this way. Suppose somebody is giving a lecture and every next sentence he changes the language. Started with English, then Hindi, then Chinese, then Hebrew, then Latin, and then Russian and all. I maybe understand some part of that, not everything. But there may be logic. That next sentence, who has a Russian, they will understand that this is a Russian. Some people Chinese, they will understand this is Chinese. So what I'm saying is, let us not assume what part we don't understand does not make any sense to anyone. That may not be true. Only combination of that, it's not clear to me. Let me put it in this way. Okay, that is how it is working. So if I have to understand everything, then I have to understand all the language. I need to learn all the language. That's all. That's the only difference. Okay, so but fundamental understanding is our brain never sleeps. It only happens after death. So it is not, the brain is always active. Even we are sleeping means we are taking rest, but our bodies not become inactive. Our body not become dead. Every cell is awake.
Yeah.
So that is a general understanding. But as I said, it is a complicated subject. There will be exceptions. There will be medical cases and things like that. I'm not going into that. It's all possible. But in general, it is our active mind stops, but brain doesn't stop. Okay. And so you mentioned about the spirituality. So what spirituality does? Spirituality heal that. During that time, you get a chance to heal your body, heal your mind, heal the cells and things like that. So that way it is working. Earlier it was giving, now it is receiving. Okay. So it takes time to heal itself, regenerate itself or recover itself. So those are the things going on during your sleep. All right. Any other question? Okay. We'll go into our superconscious mind. Yes.
Rajdip, just one small question.
Yes.
This unconscious mind, does it
Yeah.
have any database also?
No, because that's what I'm saying. It doesn't have any parameter. That's why it is called, if it is have a database, it comes to subconscious. It's no longer unconscious then. This is where the light has not reached, that area. That's why the masters call it is a field of all possibilities. It is currently dark. That does not mean forever it will be dark. The moment it comes to some attribute, it will become subconscious. Okay, so, but unconscious, there is no, it doesn't follow any pattern or anything so far. So it is, that's why it's called field of all possibilities.
Dada, one question.
Yes.
Yes, Dada, I think I've heard in so many times is the person's mind is controlled by some other person. Or his mind is blocked. What it is?
Yeah, see, the mind is control means it is all about the energy, or you can say in other words, vibration. Okay. Let me first explain it this way. Suppose in the lake, you put some kind of small piece of thermocol. You know the thermocol, the things there. So a small piece of thermocol, you will see the thermocol is moving up and down with the normal air comes and air gives little bit of wave on the lake, and the thermocol piece that moves up and down. Okay. Now somebody take some stone and thrown into that water. So it will create a disturbance in the water. The wave pattern will change. And then you will see that piece of thermocol is now going up and down based on this, not with the air. Okay, that means that energy of that stone throwing into water has overpowered that what was earlier vibration of the air, and now it is dancing with the same vibration of the stone. I mean, water disturbance due to stone. This is how a weaker mind can be overpowered with a stronger mind, whose vibration and energy is more.
Oh.
Okay. So to get out of that, my advice will be you enhance your vibration. So nobody can control you. Okay. And that is why to everybody, I'm sure all of you have received, I give 108 stomach breathing, do it in the morning. Purpose is to increase your PVF, cellular vibrancy. Why? So that you come out on its own. When your vibration goes up, you automatically come out with a lot of nonsense.
Correct.
Okay. So suppose people can control you. Suppose you don't have, your own savings. Then you're exposed to a lot of difficulties in life. Somebody fallen in sick, you cannot, take that person to hospital. You have to travel somewhere. You don't have money to buy the ticket. A lot of things. Everything will look like against you. But if you have, certain amount of money, then okay, hospital you wanted to go and you can do whatever you want. So where lies the difference? Have enough so that you can operate properly. And in spirituality or your, dependency and brain, you enhance your vibration. Things will settle by itself.
Right.
Okay, so that is the understanding of that. Okay, so
Thank you.
Guruji, I have a question.
yes.
Guruji, my mother died 2019. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but still now I often see her in my dreams. So,
Yes.
I mean, what is the significance of that?
Yeah, because it signifies you are still thinking about your mother, and that it is there in your subconscious, and that's how you get again and again that kind of dream.
Okay,
It is your feeling with the mother that is driving this dream.
okay, okay. Because 2019 she died, and
Yeah,
2020 we were supposed to do her 1 year Kriya, na?
yeah.
Which we call Bachuri. But
That's right. Yeah.
due to COVID, we couldn't do it. So,
Yeah.
I mean, is it necessary to do that Bachuri? I mean, is it important? That's why, I mean, but because we couldn't do it, I thought maybe that's why she is coming often in my dreams, or no?
Understood. Anna, let me answer it in a little different way. Yeah.
Okay.
All over the world, there are so many, so many millions of people. Na? Not all of them they do Vatsarik of their mother, correct?
Okay.
Say in Buddhism, or I don't know Buddhism, maybe Christianity or Chinese, they don't do. So I think it is illogical to think their mothers are roaming around somewhere here. It's not true, correct?
Okay.
Okay, I'm just giving you a bigger understanding. Okay, so it is good to do some ritual, but my advice will be simple: pray, good enough. Just pray. Forget about the ritual part of it. Okay. That is your satisfaction. It is good to, nice to do. I'm not saying that you don't do. Okay. Simple prayer is good enough. What you actually do, it doesn't matter that way. In my case, I also could not do for my father the same ritual. For some other purpose, we went to South India camp for Guruji Prem Nirmal in Rameshwaram. I was just taking the bath, and I just intention ki, and that time Guruji said, if somebody wants to do the ritual, you can do ritual here. It's a good place to do, Rameshwaram. Okay. Then I went into the sea, and it came to me that I just take my own hand some water and give it to the sea back 3 times. So all my forefathers, it is my offering. Then I got a message, I don't need that ritual. Okay, just the intention that I am offering something is good enough. Okay, rest is your mental satisfaction. You are getting bothered because it is your culture to follow that. That's why I give an example. So some person in Mongolia, he or she didn't do this ritual, Vatsharik. Okay. But don't think their mothers are roaming around. No. Even the Christians, they believe if you don't go to that, whatever, the tomb, things, and don't pray, and that sense, same thing that then Hindus, all Hindus will be there because they didn't follow that ritual. Okay. So these are all, religious matter. And again, as a policy, I don't want to criticize and comment on any religious practices. Okay. But what I'm saying is that if you just pray, that should be good enough. Okay. Nobody's soul is stuck because of that. I'm just sharing the fact. Okay. And also I'm sharing this, if they need something, it's possible. They may need something from you. Message will come to you through somebody or somehow. You know what to do. Okay. You know what to do, and you will be doing that specifically for exactly what is needed. I also get many messages from somebody, departed souls, and I give them that kind of tips to that. Please do this. It is not logical. I received some messages that some, puja to be given at Kamakha temple in Guwahati. Something like that. Specific case, specific person. Okay. And just I convey that. So if they need something, they will convey it to you. You will receive that. If not, simple pray, and that should be enough. Don't bother yourself too much. Okay. Don't put yourself into some kind of guilty feeling. Okay. Because after that, I met you in Delhi, thing after your mother left, and yeah. So so don't go into that mode of you have to just pray. Yeah. She is fine. I can tell you right now, she is fine, and nowhere she is stuck. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, Guruji.
All right. God bless you. Fine. Then we'll go into our superconscious mind, and then let me put more like ginger tea. This helped me to get a little bit of coughing. Sometimes I get when talking, so this helped me, that little bit of.
I also want to say something.
There you wondering, Rajdeep Bhai, that is that part of the impact of the vaccine? Sorry for intruding, but.
But no, by the way, second dose is due today. Huh? I'm going there. Second and last dose. Yes, Sonika.
As you said that there are a lot of people who don't do it, but like we are Hindus, but I still don't believe in doing Shraddha and all that.
Yeah.
I don't do it. Even when my in-laws were alive,
Yes,
I used to tell them that, till the time you are alive, whatever you'll say, I'll do. But don't expect me to do those rituals, once you are gone. Because I think there's no point if I'm not respecting you and I'm not doing what you want now. There's no point showing other people that, see, I have done so much for my in-laws now after their death. Because as per me, that makes no sense. Though till life, I've seen my parents doing those rituals, for all those 10 days properly. But still, in spite of being in a Brahmin family and seeing all those cultures, I personally do not believe and follow that. So
okay.
it is like, I'm not good, so I do that and I don't follow that. Or it is all right that I have my own mind frame, and I think that,
Yeah.
it is good to do something for someone when someone is alive rather than doing
Okay.
the things later.
So your first part of these things, you just simply pray, and that is good enough. What I explained to Chaitali also. Okay. That takes care of that. Just simple prayer. Okay. And when you go to visit some place and all, some temple or anything, any high energy spot, you pray there, it will be better. That's all. But not something bad will happen if you don't do. Second part of is, whatever decision you take, now don't second guess and analyze yourself. Don't feel guilty or try to explain your position to somebody else. It's not needed.
No, I don't
No
feel
need to
guilty.
justify.
People make me feel that it is not right what you do. Everyone
Yeah.
is doing that, and you are a kind of a different daughter-in-law who doesn't believe in doing that for their in-laws. So which is not right.
Okay. No, for them, if you want to please them, you do it just to please them, not to convince them. Okay. I do many things what my mother, does for me, and I don't contradict, because her happiness is more important to me than my holding my belief system. Okay.
Right.
I said, okay, if you want me to wear this, I will wear this. Okay. I don't challenge, this is useless. You don't know this, you don't know that. No need to give lecture. Okay. Just keep them happy. It's okay. When in spiritually speaking, it doesn't matter whether you do it or don't do it. Okay. So by doing it, if make some people happy, just try to do it so that just to make them happy, not that you believe in. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. So now, okay, superconscious mind.
I want to say something.
Oh, yes.
Hello.
Sonali. Yes.
No, then you mean to say that there is no need to do Shraddha for somebody?
No, I will not talk about any ritual by any religion, whether needed or not needed. If you ask me whether I need to do it, then I can tell you what you need to do it.
Hello?
But I will not talk about in the Hindu religion, it is right thing to do or not right thing to do. I will not comment.
Yes, yes. If I should not. Okay. It's about me. Okay, no, it's about me then. There is no need to do search for anybody for my near one. Huh?
Yes, you need to do. Yes, hello? I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you. What I'm saying is you need to do some prayer. Prayer and send your love energy. That is more important than doing some ritual. Okay. In other words, if you don't have any that love and the energy, you wanted to give it to your forefathers or mothers, and you do certain ritual and you bring 1,000 people and treat them in a big pandal and feed them well, it will not help. Okay. The show will not help. But your love, your true love and prayer will help. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So already more than 1 hour. So we have not come to superconscious mind yet. All right. So let me make a brief thing. Superconscious mind is, it is that infinitely powerful, all-potent, all-knowing field. I have already explained you the universal consciousness, the creator, from where it is created. That field, that is a field of the creator, the domain. It is certainly non-physical. Okay, it is an energetic level. When we connect to that, we cannot have that. We cannot hold that. That is called universal consciousness. That is meant by the superconscious mind. Or you can say, in other words, it is mind of the creator, not yours, not individualistic. All your mind, even your soul, is held by that. You are not holding that. So that superconscious mind is basically, to me, the way I explain it, it is the canvas of the creation. Like whole creation was created on that canvas. That is the superconscious mind, the background of everything. I'm trying to use some words which is somehow nearby. Okay. You cannot explain that because it is holding everything. There is no dimension. There is no parameter that I can give you that up to here or this much length and thing like that. Okay, to that pyramid analogy, if the top is the conscious mind, top tetrahedron, and then few layers of that is subconscious, and the bottom of that is unconscious, then the whole earth is superconscious, where the pyramid is created. Okay, it is that kind of level. Let me give you the other analogy of that tip of the iceberg. Conscious mind is the tip of the iceberg, and subconscious mind is which is below the water level. Then whole sea, ocean, is your superconscious mind. It created from there, this iceberg and all tip, whatever it is, created from there, and it will melt down there at the end of its existence. It is a part of the sea. whole iceberg, top, bottom, and all, everything. This superconscious mind, because I don't have much time now to go into detail, we'll see whether another session can be done only on superconscious mind. It can be accessed. The experience can happen of the superconscious mind when you reach to the 6th level. You have 7 body system. The oneness, the feeling of one, which comes on the 6th level of your body, and the physical body, the first one. You have to cross that pranamaya kosh and this, the energy body, emotional body, go to the knowledge body, where at least you have the knowledge of that. Then Karandeha, next one is the karmic body. When karma is cleaned, no patches left, you will be able to see further, which is 6th body. 5th body become a bliss body, you want to the 6th. Then you experience what is the superconscious mind, the oneness with the creator. And all that level, the masters, they say that level, you have nothing else to do. You just simply surrender to the divine. You might have heard many times the surrender and all. Surrender does not mean that you have stolen something and you come and surrender to the police. It's not that. It is drop off all your ego, full existence, even in the soul level. You say all yours, and which is true. Means here what happens is, our Guruji Prem Nirmal, he defines it this way: all individual souls are like a wave. We have an identity, or like an ego, whatever. There's an identity. We think we are different from the others. Only the misunderstanding has to go that we are not ocean. When the misunderstanding go, wave is a part of ocean. This self-realization that we are not wave, we are ocean, we are the one, the ocean itself. Then, now listen to this part carefully. Then you have access of the depth, breadth, volume, capacity of the ocean. Not the capacity of the one wave. You surrendered. The wave has surrendered itself. No longer wave is individual. It's a part of the ocean, and the ocean belongs to you. That is the state of your superconscious mind. You are the one. And there are some, in the Western, spirituality said, this is the I am presence. I am what? Need not to explain. I am. That's it. Okay, you feel that I am. In that little means how that works. What happens when you go there? In the 6th body. I'm just giving. What happens if you operate from your superconscious mind? You will feel that you are the part of the creator. You created the planets, you created this world, you created the nature. Whatever nature is giving, the beauty is created for you, not egoistically. Not small you, it's higher you. Sun rises because of you. The bird chirps because of you. To entertain you or to praise you. Sky is blue because of you. All this happening, the galaxy and the rotating, it is inside you. It's happening within you. That is the connectedness you have if you operate from superconscious mind. The beauty of the universe has been created for you. No self-interest. Because there is nothing to achieve. No comparison to anyone. It is very difficult to reach at that point with our limited belief system and mind. It's very difficult. And worst thing to ask, अच्छा वो उधर जाएगा तो मेरा क्या फायदा होगा? What is my? this is, so that is why it is very sacred. It cannot be accessed in that ego mind. It's not about faida. It is about being. It is about experience of oneness, which you truly are. This is the self-realization. Okay, and that is why your ultimate realization is we are one. We are one only can be felt when you reach to that level. Then everything is a part of it. You will feel like everybody else is a part of your body cells. They don't fight with each other. Like a trees in the forest, you never see two trees are fighting with each other. Okay, if there is any problem, they go, no access to the sun, they go a little bit bent and then go. They all coexist nicely. All cells of our body coexist nicely. Okay, where we are human being, we fight with each other because of the wrong belief system. That I will come back to later on, how we develop these kind of things. How we develop that disconnection with our original self, that is the cause. If all of us we are connected, there will be no fighting. There is no competition. Two fingers or two hands of our body doesn't fight each other who is the supreme. They help to get things done, and that is the right way to do. Two legs never fight with each other. Help to us to walk forward. I'll come back to you, Shailan. So just understand that all this whole thing, whole manifestation, whole beauty can be experienced there. When we reach there, we don't see that, you see, purpose is everything. Whole thing is so nicely, designed and implemented. We don't see any fault anywhere. If there is any lack of it, there was a purpose for it. Any part of the body. If suppose as I give an example of my body, if my foot is paining, so my big toe is paining, maybe this is the purpose of that, is to draw my attention. If I go and draw my attention to that my toe, I will find maybe some kata is there, some thorn is there inside my leg. I need to remove it, and that is why the pain is. Otherwise, there will be no pain, no purpose of that. So that is how it is a function of the whole thing. The whole universe has been created by me. Will experience that. There is nobody else. It is only I, means the bigger one. So in that case, you are, and it is called that you are Shiva. Shiva means the supreme consciousness. Universal consciousness is called Param Shiva. But I'm not giving, I normally don't use Shiva because people then start imagining Jatadhari, Sapwala. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the consciousness. Okay, you can experience that consciousness in your superconscious mind. It cannot be experienced anywhere else. But the good news is, every time we meditate, go into expanded awareness, we touch upon that. One point of our meditation, we experience that. Only thing is, we cannot hold it there because our physical body is not equipped enough to hold that yet. When we do sadhana, a lot of practices go to the level, energy level, so that we can hold that kind of light of awareness and the pure love. Then we can permanently hold that kind of energy and that kind of thing, and that process is called enlightenment. Otherwise, it is called satori. You experience temporarily and come down. Earlier, I was giving example to one question that what happens if you have weak, energy, and strong energy comes, so it overpower your vibration. Like a thermocol and stone, I have given an example. No? That example was given in a little negative connotation. Somebody overpowers you. But similar thing happens when you come in contact with a enlightened master. You vibrate with that vibration of that master. Unconsciously, you don't know. Okay. It will be easier for you to experience that. Because you come into the energy field. All of us who have learned physics, we know what does that mean. The energy field or magnetic field, you come into that field. If an alpine comes near the magnet, alpine becomes a magnet.
Attracting each other.
The same way, if you come into that, so what is the purpose? It is not the purpose to take credit of that. It's a purpose, you at least, you can experience something different happened. It is all within you. They need not to, the master need not to import anything from outside. It's already within you. It need to be a little bit polishing up, little bit scratching, scrapping here and there and clean it up. Then the shine of the diamond will come. And that is exactly the master they do. So that you can realize yourself, your true potential, and you can directly be connected with your superconscious mind. It is not your, it is universal mind. And in other way, if you see the word crop, it is yours because you are the one. We are the one. Okay, so that is the understanding of the superconscious mind, which is fully pure and fully loving. All this happening, and at the end of the journey will merge with this universal consciousness, like any wave will merge back into the sea, ocean, or any iceberg will merge into the ocean. That pyramid itself at one point of time will merge back to the earth. Panch Mahabhuta. Okay, it will merge back. Whatever explanation I have given about the pyramid and tetrahedron and all the layer, all will go. Maybe after 50,000 years, that pyramid will go back to the dust. Part of the earth. That's it. All this iceberg that we're talking, which might have hit Titanic or whoever, will go back to the sea, ocean. It will claim back. Ultimately. Maybe after 100 years, but that iceberg will also go. Okay, so that is the state, what is the superconscious mind. This superconscious mind can be active only. Now, this part I'm saying practical level, how to experience that. This superconscious mind, you can go through your meditation, fine, but everywhere I say meditation. But meditation what? That time your mind should not be talking. No thought zone. And that is the Turiya state. In the Turiya state of mind, you can access to your superconscious mind. If your mind is talking, chattering, any kind of ripple is happening in the mind level, you will not be able to access that. It is much beyond. It's not possible. So first condition is you need to stop your thinking mind, even if it is temporary, then so that you can get access to that. That is the way to go beyond the higher level bodies and ultimately reach to the that. And this, for any workshop I conduct, I normally present, these are layers of mind I explained. Now I will give you one slide what I normally present. It is the state of mind, not layers. Layers I have already explained. Which time, which mind is active. So that I have given into that slide. I will show the slide, then I'll come back to Shoival for his question. Just let me share this screen. Can you see the screen?
No.
I cannot see you. Can you somebody unmute and tell me whether you can see the screen?
Yes, yes. We can see.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can see.
Yes.
Oh. So this is the states of mind where each layer of the mind, when we can experience, is given here. This I present almost any workshop I have given so far. So first one is that there are this column that column headings are knowledge of I, that who am I? Knowledge of I is there, yes. Knowledge of I, who am I? It is no. And the heading of the rows are knowledge of surrounding. What is around me? Whether it is there, yes. And knowledge of surrounding, what is around me? No, I don't know. So these are the 2 by 2 table. So first one is knowledge of I is there, yes. And knowledge of surrounding is also there. So I know who am I, and I know what is around me. I'm sitting in this room. What is the light in the room? What is the wall color? Everything I'm aware of. This is called in Sanskrit called Jagrut Avastha or awake state, and it is operated by the conscious mind, the tip of the iceberg. This is the one. Next state is knowledge of I is there, but knowledge of surrounding is not there. Okay, it is yours swapnavastha, dream state. How come knowledge of I is there? In the dream also, you know who you are, what role you are playing in the dream. You are an observer or participant or whoever. You know who you are in the dream. This is operated by our subconscious mind. And then let us come to this block. Here it is, knowledge of surrounding is no. You don't know what is around you. Yeah, which bed you are sleeping, who else is there in the room, what is the color of the wall, you don't know. So it is a deep sleep. And knowledge of I, who you are also you don't know. This part we are talking that you completely forget, you have no idea of that state. This is a deep sleep state. Both of them are sleep state, but this is a deep sleep where even you don't dream. I explained there is no REM recorded by medical professionals during this state. This is, you can say, this is the state of the unconscious mind, where we cannot retrieve any data from there. Finally, this is the one where the knowledge of surrounding is yes. You will be fully aware where you are sitting, what is the temperature of the room, if air is coming to you or not, feel the air. You're fully aware that, any sounds is happening around you, where you are, everything, even that will be more, it is a meditative state. At one point of the meditative state, the thought mind stops. And when the thought mind stops, thought mind is a representative of ego. And that is the time we say the ego annihilation happens. They no longer control you, because the instrument, the way the ego controls one is through mind and thought mind. If the thought stops, ego has no longer control of you. So the identity, the false identity of ego gets dropped. That's why he called the knowledge of I is no. You will no longer identify yourself with the physical body or your, designation or your name or something like that. And that state, that is called Turyavastha. When you transcend that, and that is the way to access the superconscious mind. I repeat here, you are not holding superconscious mind. Superconscious mind is holding you. You have to get in touch with that. Basically, in the other analogy, you are not holding the ocean, ocean is holding you. Okay. So this, you become a part of the ocean. You become a part of the superconscious mind. That's how you get access to that through the meditative state. I just stopped sharing that slide. So can you see me again? Now I can see all of you. Just raise it. Okay. All right. Now, Shaival, go ahead and ask your question.
Yeah, Rajdeep, it's not a question, it's observations, and maybe you can help me connect with this. So since you gave the analogy of, I have heard so many times, so the river to the sea analogy.
Yeah.
There is a poem from written by Khalil Gibran. So it's called Fear. I think the name of the poem is Fear. It's a very similar one, saying that the river, which is a mighty river, which starts all the way from the mountains of the God, cutting across the gorges, eventually, it doesn't know its destiny, right? So when it's it comes to this merge with the ocean. At one point, if the river fears that its identity is going to go away, and it wants to go back. So that's the point, right? It wants to go back. That's a fear of the river, that it's going to lose its identity. It wants to go back, but it has nowhere else to go. It has to merge in the ocean. So then I was thinking, I read the poem a long time back, but then I was looking into when you give this analogy, I still think about how our ego of in oneness, how our ego plays against the oneness of the universe, right? So it talks about the river having the fear of merging with the oneness. But if you see most of the rivers, if you take a look at the map, see most of the mighty rivers has the wider delta. So what happens is, perhaps in the spiritual connection, that's what my interpretation, I was trying to get your thoughts and others' thought into this. The mightier the river, it doesn't want to go, the sea comes and make it calmer. So at one point of time, the river water and the sea water extends further. If you see Bay of Bengal, if you see the two connections, I mean, Padma side is more powerful than the Hooghly side. You'll see bigger delta there than this one. So it makes whoever is a stronger personality, eventually I think it takes a little time to slow down, and eventually it gets accepted. Is that interpretation correct?
No, one way it is correct. See, stronger river means it has got a more tributary, means any other rivers has merged into it. That's why it becomes stronger. Right. So in the spiritual context, you get into receive that energy and you become stronger. It is not your own, effort will make that in. A lot of help you will need to get that stronger. That's what it means. And when it merges, it becomes wider. That is correct, because your awareness, to me, it indicates your awareness level. Your only awareness increases. So when you merge with the ocean, you have a huge awareness, spiritually speaking.
Right.
Okay.
So the delta also,
that is understanding. It is not a physical expansion. Physical body remains same, but only the awareness expands, and that is how it helps us to merge with the ocean.
Okay. Yeah, okay. That's what I wanted to share with you.
Right. All right. So if I think we have already overshooted the time a little bit. So if there is any other question, quick one, then I can address. Then we'll go into our Kriya and meditation. Any question? Fine. Good.